Hello to you all, and I hope you can see me okay. So today is our 5th session. It's the last session of this series, and we'll just go deeper into the practice of Tonglen, and then I will review some advice of how to practice at home. So we can sit with our legs, we can sit with our back straight, and if you're sitting on a chair or you're sitting cross-legged on the ground or on a cushion, just let gravity relax you into your seat. Just allow gravity to let go. Release the tightening and just sink in. And feel how your whole basis is just settling down. And from this relaxation, the energy pulls up all the way to the top of your spine. And your back is straight, your chin is slightly tucked in, so the back of your neck is elongated. And feel how from your basis there is this rising of energy without any effort, without any tension. And lift your shoulders and drop them, and feel the shoulder blades opening up. So the bottom is towards the middle and the tops outside, so the upper back naturally relaxes. Your hands are wrapped around your knees or hand inside hand on your laps. Your tongue is relaxed inside your mouth, barely touching the soft palate, the top of your roof of your mouth in the front, and there's a tiny distance between your teeth. Your gaze is resting 2-3 yards in front of you with no effort. Just feel how the attention to your body allows you to relax. Allow the diaphragm to move more easily and the breath to flow smoother, and allow the mind to open. And now that we've prepared our body, we're going to prepare our breath, our speech, again by cleaning each nostril 3 times and then both nostrils. When we inhale in white light. Let go through the nostril and feel how it's penetrating into your body. And every breath you go deeper. The 3 breaths represents body, speech and mind. You clear the physical part, you clear the emotional part, the movement, the subtle movement, and you clear the thoughts process. And when you exhale, you let go in these levels of any holding, any obscurations as black, gray smoke. So we inhale from both nostrils, close our left nostril and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhaling white light and exhale. Inhale. And the 3rd time. And from both nostrils we inhale. Inhale and exhale. 3rd time. And inhale one more time. And just exhale through your mouth. And let your mind ride the exhalation and just open into the space. And feel how the cleansing of the breath relaxes your body, refines the sensation inside the body, and relaxes your mind. And with this openness, we're now going to prepare our mind by giving rise to love and compassion, to the quality that is present innately within each of us. And we do it by understanding the equanimity, the equalness, in that every living being wants to be happy. And every living being, as part of their existence, experiences difficulties and suffering. We're all in the same boat. And we open our heart to ourselves and to every living being. So we contemplate it, and when we can feel that it's touching us, we just let go and let our heart opens. And when the heart is opens, it's not affected by thoughts. And then when thoughts arise and it's getting us distracted, we go back to the contemplation, and then we open our heart. And on a deeper level, we recognize analytically or through experience that everything that arises to the senses from the outside and everything that is experienced inwardly as feeling, thought, body sensation is impermanent. It changes all the time. And this recognition of the impermanence relaxes our fixation and allow our heart to express itself naturally as love and compassion, without any judgment. And we sit in this place of preparing the body, the speech, and the mind. And from here we start by practicing shamatha with support, calm abiding with support, by bringing our gaze downward to a certain object that we pick in front of us. And pick it far enough or close enough so your eyes are comfortable looking downward. And you focus with your eyes, with your breath, exhaling to the point and inhaling from it, and with your concentration, with the 3 doors that we've been practicing for the last 4 sessions. If your mind wanders, you bring it back. And slowly, by focusing on one thing, the distraction starts falling away. The basic gaze downward, called the gaze of the Bodhisattva, this gaze by itself relaxes and grounds us. That's why it's important to start with it, even for a second, unless you are truly trained in being opened. So the gaze, the breath, and the focus, inseparable. And we can gently bring our gaze to our eye level and just open up to all visual sensations that come from the front. Just have a sense that you're opening, you're not trying, and let it just relax. You're open to any visual sensations from the front, from the right, from the back, from behind, and from above and below. So now that we have trained in this for a few days, feel that with every exhalation, as you let go of the air, especially towards the end of the exhalation, there's an expansion, there's a letting go. Like cutting the web of a spider and letting everything release. And into this openness, we open ourselves naturally to all the other sensations, sounds, tactile sensations, smells, and taste. And just feel the openness. Feel how the holding slowly falls away. And now, instead of going inwardly from the outside, we simply let the process of openness start from our core. So instead of feeling like it comes from here, it comes from the center of our being. So when you open, the outside and inside just becomes one, without a need to look inward. You are coming out as if you are the center of the whole experience around you. Letting this openness penetrate every cell in your body and naturally go outside. It becomes one inseparable experience between the inside and outside. This boundary falls away. And we rest in this place. Into this place, we bring our hands to our heart and we say good morning to our heart. Make sure that your elbows are relaxed. You don't hold tension. Your back is relaxed, your basis is relaxed. Open and just feel the heat of the heart. And let the heat of the heart expand, fill your whole chest. Feel every cell in your body. The heart fills your body and expands out of your body, inseparable from the mind. The heart-mind inseparability. The seat of the mind is the heart. It just expands everywhere. And you slowly bring your hands down and just stay in this place when the heart and the mind are open. And now we're going to prepare our body for the Tonglen practice. This is a variation the way I teach, because they emphasize with healing. Tonglen is originally practiced to transform to really, as a practice, to take others people's suffering and provide love and compassion. It's not specifically used for healing. We are using it for healing purposes, but it is critical when we practice it for our own healing that we don't do it from a selfish point of view, from a self-interest. Otherwise it won't work. So we prepare our body first as a vehicle for this transformation, connecting with our innate heart quality. And we do it by bringing white light through the top of our head. When we inhale, it fills every cell in our body. And we exhale, we take out any tension, any illness as black, gray smoke. Inhaling white light and exhaling any tension as black, gray smoke. And again, inhaling white light and exhaling gray, black smoke. And one more time. And exhaling. And in the end of the exhalation, we just let go and relax. Just opened, spacious. And from this place, we either visualize or we spontaneously see a ball of light at the center of our chest. Intense ball of light in our heart center. When we inhale, we bring white light from the universe. We connect with the universal energy of healing that comes through our top of our head and intensify the white light in our heart. And when we exhale, just like the heart contracts and spreads blood, we send the white light everywhere in our body. Inhaling white light and exhaling everywhere in our body. Inhaling and exhaling. And we do it a few more times at our own pace. And we just relax. And just again to absorb the healing of the 5 wisdoms, the 5 qualities, 5 expressions of divine quality. We feel from the center of our heart 5 color lights, quality of a rainbow, white, red, blue, yellow, green, radiating everywhere, 360 degrees. And they absorb the healing energy from the universe that comes back into the heart as this 5 color light. It fills every cell in our body. Light goes out and comes back, while we stay relaxed with minimal effort. And we let go. And now that we prepared ourselves for the Tonglen, we visualize in front of us an aspect of ourselves that is either hurt or injured or an illness we have. And when we exhale, we send it love, compassion, and healing as white light from this white light that we have in our heart. And we inhale all this suffering, pain, or disease as black gray smoke to our heart. It transforms, melts into the white light, intensifies the white light like wood to the fire, and we exhale the white light outside, using the exhalation to send it and using the intention of sending love, compassion, and healing energy. And we keep doing it as long as it feels fresh, it feels alive. And then when you feel like it becomes more technical, you just let go. Again, let go of the visualization and just rest with no effort. And then when thoughts arise, when you feel you want to do it again, you again start the process of taking the suffering and giving love and compassion. And you let go. And now you visualize in front of you somebody close to you that you want to send healing to. Can be alive, cannot be here anymore. And again, in the exhalation we send white light, healing, love, compassion, and with inhalation we take in the suffering. It's transformed into love and compassion, and it goes out. Inhaling and exhaling white light. Inhaling gray, black smoke, and exhaling white light. And feel that it's expressed not only through your breath, but through every cell in your body, through your eyes especially, that expresses love and compassion. And you just rest. And you can add more people when you practice at home and develop the practice. And again, to end the practice of Tonglen, from the center of our heart, we can send 5-color light again that radiates everywhere, absorbs healing energy that comes back to our heart and fills every cell in our body. We do this a few times. And then we just relax, we let go. So hello everybody, thank you for joining me. Something is strange, so hopefully you can see me properly. If not, then I will just delete this video and we will redo this broadcast again when I figure out what's wrong, but hopefully nothing is wrong and it's working. So I wanted today to a little bit talk about Tonglen and then give some summary, some guidance about how to practice at home, how to put this all together. So usually, in the Tonglen practice, we are taking in the suffering, the pain of others, and we are giving them love and compassion and healing. And really, as we talked in detail yesterday and on Monday, the last session 3 and 4, we are really taking a ride on the heart's natural role of taking in dirty blood and putting out clean blood. The transformative quality of the heart on the physiological level, its role in this position is we use it as a physiological understanding in the Tonglen practice. And just this understanding helps us to bring the healing quality into the Tonglen, which is not really one of its classical features. But in order to do it, our heart has to be open. If we are contracted, if we are saying, I'm going to get up and do Tonglen because I want to feel better, our heart is not doing the transformation anymore. We are holding, we are clinging, we are identifying, and the effect will not happen. In fact, you can try it. You can try when you meditate just to see what happens when you take white light and when you take white light in and you let go of gray smoke, which is a classical preparation. And then when you practice Tonglen, you will feel that the Tonglen has a much more powerful healing effect on yourself, because it's not done from the idea that we are doing something to ourselves. In fact, we can try it right now. You can sit with your body straight, just let your mind and heart open. You can bring in white light, the top of your head, and then you exhale out gray, black smoke. Inhale white light, and exhale gray, black smoke. Inhale white light, and exhale gray, black smoke. And then let go. And rest. And now bring yourself a visualization of doing Tonglen for someone else. You're taking the suffering, it's transformed to white light, and you let the white light out as an expression of love and compassion. And the deeper you take the suffering into your being, if you can get to the center of your energetic heart, inside your spinal cord, the center of your being, what we term as the center of the universe from our own experience, and from there you let the white light go out, you are naturally healing yourself in the process. And just relax. And once you practice Tonglen enough, you will feel that there's a greater openness. So, negative energies that are out there, anybody that we contemplate and take in their suffering, the fact that it can arise in our mind already means that it's affecting us anyway. If somebody is very angry at us, their anger is affecting us anyway, if we know it or don't know it. But if we use it as a way to transform it into love and compassion, it's not sticking to us, it's being transformed into love, compassion and healing, and this energy goes back to them and will affect them. So this brings a very important point of the interdependence, of the interconnectivity. The fact that we are made from endless people, from countless people who have made us over generation, who contributed to who we are. And all their information is stored within us, within our DNA, and within the expression of DNA, within our epigenetic trends. And that's a whole subject on its own to give teaching and practice and understand that we go into greater depths. Here in this session, in this series, we are specifically focusing on the outer Tonglen. But I've given some hints to the greater depths of this by this understanding that whatever we experience outwardly is already stored within our body. And then later on, when we do the inner and secret universal Tonglen, we learn how to get to this very deep, powerful place of meditation and healing, truly transformative. So, I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about how to practice at home. So, it's really important for us to master the different stages of the meditation. So, and first, the preparation of the body, speech and mind, which is essential. It's the basis of the whole practice. The idea and understanding of impermanence, the empty nature of everything, permeates this preparation. In fact, there's a whole practice within it. And from this place of letting go and opening our heart, now the practice will be much deeper. Now we'll have a greater chance to prevent the disconnect of the observer who is looking at something, which often happens in mindfulness. While we expand, while we melt our fixation, we don't disconnect. And we start by doing shamatha with support, and then we just open ourselves to all sensations out, to everything inside, and we let the boundaries fall away. And when we have more sense of openness, we connect with the melting aspect of the heart. And this experience of bringing our hands to our heart, I remember the first time I discovered it, and it was such a profound experience. It allows us to soften and to melt. It allows us to have a somatic experience of an open heart, which is so important. So once we do it and we put down our hands, we can just relax. We can just be in this place of openness and just meditate. And that's usually where meditation stays for as long as you can. If you feel that you get restless, then you just contemplate. You open your heart to yourself and to anyone who is experiencing restlessness and contraction, understanding that it contracts us and doesn't help us, and then we let go. Then we can open our heart and connect with any sources of refuge that we believe in any of your belief system, in any of the energies or concepts. If you are Christian, if you're Jewish, if you are Muslim, if you're Buddhist, you connect with this divine quality which is bigger than us, but we are never separate from it. And then you let go. And then you just connect with a commitment to help yourself and others so we all can have an open heart and we all can have better quality of life. If we are happy and express love to others, it doesn't take it away the ability of us to experience a good life and love and compassion toward ourselves. In fact, it works well together. So once we do it and we have the more openness, then we go to the Tonglen practice. And in the Tonglen practice, we are using the visualization, the doors to the body, the breath, the door to the speech, and the intention and analytical understanding that we are taking suffering and giving away love and compassion. And these three doors of body, speech, and mind intensify the practice. Then eventually we can focus mainly on the breath, on the movement. And slowly, at the end of the exhalation of a series of Tonglen rounds, you do it when you just let go. And that's when the effects happens to others and to yourself. And you go back and forth between the two. In the retreats, and more specific when we study in greater depths, I introduce specific healing methods into the Tonglen that relates to body, speech, and mind. Visualization of specific colors, specific sounds, and specific mental cues how to work with the meditation. But for now, we can really work with this basis and practice with it. And you will see it can have profound effects on you. It is important to remember that because everything is impermanent, everything is possible. Anything and everything can happen. It doesn't mean that it will, but it can. And if we can understand it, then really miracles can happen. And the less we hold, the less we expect, the more we come just from this very spacious place, then the more it can happen. And more than this, the more we do it in this way, the more effortless it becomes. And the less effort we put into our action, the more the action and non-action become inseparable, the more powerful our meditation, and the more power, the benefit we can bring to ourselves and to others. So we can just sit for a moment and open our heart and mind into the vastness and feel the interconnectedness, interdependence between all beings, between us and the environment. The body is straight, the breath is flowing smoothly like an ocean, and the mind is open like the sky. Just let yourself open, let your heart open. And from this place of openness, just allowing it to expand and expand. And again, from this place with an open heart, we dedicate any benefit we had today in this series to anyone who needs it, anyone who is connected to us. At this very moment, for the people and the nations of the earth, may not even the names, disease, famine, war, and suffering be heard. Rather, may the moral conduct, merit, wealth, and prosperity increase, and may supreme good fortune and well-being always arise for them. At this very moment, for the people and the nations of the earth, may not even the names, disease, famine, war, and suffering be heard. Rather, may the moral conduct, merit, wealth, and prosperity increase, and may supreme good fortune and well-being always arise for them. At this very moment, for the people and the nations of the earth, May not even the names, disease, famine, war, and suffering be heard. Rather, may the moral conduct, merit, wealth, and prosperity increase, and may supreme good fortune always arise for them. So thank you for joining me, and moving into the future, I will from time to time, even outside of formal sessions like this, I will come in and give some tips and share some of my own insights with all of you, and hopefully you can share with me here and with others, and together we can make for a better